Welcome back. Today's video is going to be what's in my travel makeup bag. And I went on a trip for 2.5 weeks. This is all the makeup that I brought with me. And I did film this makeup look. It was a get ready with me. And I did talk about my trip as well. If you are interested, I will link that in the cards in the description box if you want to hear more about that. And yeah, stay tuned. Geekmas daily videos in December, so subscribe if you have not, and let's get started. So the makeup bag that I use is from Odin's Eye. I'm pretty sure that they still sell this. It's the nicest makeup bag I've ever had. I really like it. It fits a lot. There's a handle. It's really soft. I think it's great. They sent this to me in PR almost a year ago, and I have taken this on every trip that I've taken in the last year. So it has this double zipper thing here. Whoops, trying not to like spill this everywhere. So there is this part here for brushes. So I didn't put my brushes in there, but it fits a decent amount. Each one of these slots can hold like 2 or 3 brushes, especially eyeshadow. So I brought all the same makeup brushes that you see me use in my Get Ready With Me's. Like I said, I filmed this look, so you can check that out if you are interested. I forgot to bring a beauty sponge like I talked about in that video, which really annoyed me. So I did have to apply my foundation and concealer with my hands, but it was fine. I made it through. So here is the stuff. So I should set this down. And so first up, let me kind of try to grab this in order that I do my makeup. First up, MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I use this as eye primer every single day. I absolutely love this so much. I'm actually getting like a pretty big dip going in that. And I did bring 3 eyeshadow palettes. So these are the palettes that were in my Shop My Stash. So, and I did pretty quick looks most days. Some days I wore just like one neutral shade through the crease and that was it. So this one is the ColourPop Coast is Clear palette. I really love this. It's very beautiful. And several days I wore just this mauve shade here. It looks like it has shimmer in it, but it's like pretty much a satin. So I wore that in the crease quite a bit. And then I brought the ColourPop Fairy Well palette. I had gotten this in PR not too long before I left, so I thought it was a good option. I didn't really use the shimmers in here that much because when I did use shimmers, I mostly used this palette. This one's fantastic though, neutral, love it. And then the last palette I brought was an all shimmer palette. So when I wore shimmers, I tended to reach for this. Oh, there's like a little chunk falling out. Oh no. Let's see if I can put that back in there. Okay. This is the Pat McGrath Mini Sublime palette. It's stunning. These are really metallic. And the reason I wanted to bring this one is that these do not need a wet brush. They are so metallic. And I didn't feel like bringing setting spray. So I was like, okay, I'll just bring these because they're really, really metallic. So yeah, these are the only 3 eyeshadow palettes that I had for 2.5 weeks, which was totally fine. But I admit I did miss my other palettes for sure. I did bring my lash curler. That's a must-have. I'm glad I remembered that. Let's see. Here's some blushes that I brought. I did bring several blushes. And actually, so I'll go ahead and tell you, I brought this cream bronzer from Berry M. I didn't use it once because I forgot my beauty sponge and I didn't want to blend this out with my hands, and I didn't bring a powder bronzer. So I didn't wear bronzer the whole time I was gone. So what I did was I kind of used this as bronzer a little bit. It's very orange, obviously. This is the Believe Beauty blush in Second Chance. So it's pretty orange, but it's warm. So I put like the barely like tiniest amount, a little bit on my forehead. And it worked fine. It looked fine. I mean, you wouldn't want to put a lot of this on your forehead. That might look a little strange. But it worked. In a pinch, it was fine. And then I also brought this Natasha Denona Mini Bloom, and this is very, very pretty. Very pigmented blush, let me tell you, very pigmented. And then I brought this one. This one, I don't think I used as much. I mostly used the Believe Beauty and the Natasha Denona. This is MAC Prim and Proper. This is something I've repressed. I don't normally bring things that I've repressed because I worry they might break, but this is like such a hard panned thing that I wasn't worried about it. So, but I think I only used this one twice. I mostly used the other 2. I only brought one highlighter that I could also use for finishing powder, and that is the Essence Pure Nude. Used that every time I did my makeup. And then, oh, mascara. I only have one mascara, so L'Oreal Voluminous it is. And let's see. Okay, lip products. These are the lip products I brought, and they're all, one is from my Shop My Stash, and then the others are Project Pan items I'm trying to finish up. So Pat McGrath Contour Lip Liner. Oh, I talked about in my Project Pan update that I couldn't sharpen this anymore because it was spinning. And one of you guys suggested putting a piece of tape around the end, and I did it and it works. So thank you so much for that tip. That was awesome. So I wore that. This lipstick is almost gone. MAC Patrick Star and She Better Work. I used that quite a bit. And I'm trying to finish this up in a Project Pan. Also this I'm trying to finish in a project. So I would, a lot of days, I literally would layer all of these together or some combination of these products. Pat McGrath Gloss in Sunset Rose. Love it. This is in my Shop My Stash, and I really enjoyed this. This is the Merit Lip Oil in Sangria. It's definitely more sheer on the lips, and this was a really nice combined with this. This was really pretty together. I liked that combo a lot. And then another gloss, Viseart in Granita, because this isn't a Project Pan and I'm trying to finish this too. Only brow product was the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. I love this. That's what I'm wearing today. I wear this every day. It's amazing. I have shade, which one do I have? Oh, Espresso. Such a good product. Okay, and then I brought face primer. I use face primer every day. The Pore Perfect from Fourth Ray Beauty. I'm really enjoying that one. It is fantastic. And then just a few complexion products left. The Urban Decay Foundation, the Stay Naked, and I used this quite a bit. It's in a Project Pan. Like I said, unfortunately, I forgot the beauty blender, so I had to use my hands. It's fine, but I don't love it. And I do think that the finish looks better with a sponge, so I was happy to be back and have my beauty sponges, but I wore that. And then these two concealers, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, because this one's too dark. I'm trying to work on both of these in Project Pans. I mostly brought Project Pan items with me, but I have to mix these together, so I did that. And then also some days I just kind of like mixed all three of these all over my face. I don't know, whatever. It worked because I thought that maybe this was like a hair too light. So mixing it with the e.l.f. really helped for that. So yeah, but I did not enjoy applying foundation and concealer with my hands. It's fine. I got through it, but wasn't a fan. And then last up, the No. 7 translucent powder. Again, this is something I repressed, and I took the risk of bringing it and it didn't break. And I did hit pan on it after repressing it. So I had repressed it just before leaving. And yeah, I did hit pan again while I was gone. It's very thin. There is not much left. Again, trying to finish this before the end of the year. So yeah, I was gone for 2.5 weeks. So I didn't want to not have Project Pan items with me because 2.5 weeks is a long time to not make progress. So yeah, but I really enjoyed everything I had. I mean, I feel like I had enough to do like a more dramatic look, something very simple, something in between. But as you can tell, I didn't bring any colorful eyeshadow. So I've kind of missed colorful eyeshadow. So I kind of had some fun with that last week when I got back. I did some like purple looks and that sort of thing. And I'm wearing kind of purpley tones today too. This duochrome, I can't stop staring at it. It's so pretty. Like, are you seeing the shift? Are you seeing it? It's so amazing. So yeah, that is it for this video. That's everything in my travel makeup bag. I mean, honestly, this could hold even a little bit more than what I brought. I just knew that I wouldn't have like tons of time to do my makeup anyway. But you know, I had everything I needed. I also love this makeup bag. It is fantastic. Obviously I keep my skincare in a different bag. I'm not showing that in this video just because I brought like my usual skincare, nothing really too fancy there, but yeah, it was great. This worked out. The products did their job. It was great. So yeah, that is it. Like I said, I did film this makeup look. If you want to see that, I'll link it in the cards and in the description box. Subscribe for daily videos in December. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.